All right, I'm going to do a run through of Sweet Caroline by Neil Diamond. Great tune, good party tune. One of the problems with this song is that it's got the horns and all these other sounds coming out of it. So for one guitar, it's not necessarily full all the time. So I put this arrangement together. Have a listen. I'll do a verse and a chorus, and then I'll come back and show you what I'm doing. So it incorporates the fundamental chords of the song while adding a few little frills in here and there. In the spring, and spring became a summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? Hands touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching me. So good, I've been inclined to believe there never would, but now I look at the night. All right, that's it. Pretty clean anyways, but I'll go through the individual notes and what I'm doing there. So the intro, the first section starts off with just basically, so I got a capo on the second fret in case you didn't see that. So I'm going to call the chords out like they are, like the shapes are, rather than what they physically are. This is actually an F sharp, but because of the capo, I'm just going to call it an E. I'm going to pretend that's a nut. Okay, enough of that. Anyway, so I'm going to start off with the E chord, and I'm kind of playing, 3, 4, the strings down, and I got a heavy palm mute on here, right? So it's kind of got that feel, that kind of grind. If you're playing metal, you can play like that on electric and it gives it a real nice feel, but with some distortion. Anyways, so the first notes in the horn section, after I do a few sections of that, I abandon the 3, 4 string thing, and I'm only going to play 2 strings. And the notes I'm going to play are so I am on the 4th fret, I'm on the 6th fret here, and I'm in the 7th fret. So it's the notes on their own. And of course you'd play them like this. Now at the same time I got the E string in there. So at times I'm hitting an upstroke and at times I'm hitting a downstroke. So I'll play it a little bit slower. And that last one, that instead of it's almost a slide. Right, and then the next one starts off at the 7th fret and it goes 7, 9, 11. Sorry. Same feel, just different notes, right? And then the next one leaves that pattern and it goes to the D string, but it's on the D string and I'm still hitting the E, so I've got a dilemma. My dilemma is this A. So how do I fret this note and still get this note with a single pick? I can't pick 2 at once, so well, I could with my fingers, but not with a pick. So I have to mute this. So when I hold this down, so this section is, but the first note I'm going to hit on the D string on the 6th fret, but I'm also going to hold it in a position that kind of mutes out my A. So when I play it, you get the whole, I'm muting it the entire time with this finger. So I can play basically the 2 strings, so a little bit of a tricky maneuver, but, and this one doesn't go, this particular one goes twice, and then back one, and then I band in the E string, and I just basically play these 4 strings. So the D, G, B, and E, and I'm playing, the keynotes are here on the 6th fret, or 8th fret and the 6th fret, but I'm also going to throw these notes in here. So I'm going to throw notes in on the 7th fret and the 5th fret, so that it's basically a chord, and I'm playing 4 strings, open, open, and then the chord. Slide everything down 2 frets. So it's, so the section is again. And then you're back, or same fingers, same notes, different fingers, and then we get into the main part of the song. So the thing about this is heavy palm mute and lots of chunk, chunk, and start out quiet, right? And you'll notice that I hit it, and I want the sound to be choppy. So I'm chopping it off by doing a palm mute and making it a little more, rather than, that's what it would sound normally. Now it's, and I'm also going to cover up the strings here. If I don't do that, it's not a big difference, but the difference is, so it actually stops, right? Where it began, and onto the D chord. I can't begin to know it, back to an A. And by the way, I'm playing my A with 1 finger. It's a good habit to get into, because then you have some free fingers, and I'm going to show you what you can use them for in a minute here. But then I know it's going strong. It's the same groove. And this one I don't block it, but because I'm hitting enough of them, and then I release my fingers to mute them. Right. Was in the spring, spring became the summer. How to believe you come along? And it's basically the same up until here, and then changes a bit. And I'd start opening up, hands, and then this chord. This is basically, keep your A like it was. Usually you're going to have an open E, but you're going to close that E and you're going to bar it. And then you're going to add your ring finger and you're going to put it on the 6th fret. Touching hands, and this is where I would start to open it up. Hands, touching hands. And by doing that, essentially what I'm doing there is opening it up, taking my palm mute off a little bit, right? Touching hands, reaching out to the D, touching me, that was an E to the D, touching you. And then we get into the, you can build that up. And then you're full blown volume, right? Give it everything you got, no more muting, you're going crazy, right? Sweet Caroline, so sorry. D, from the A to the D. Sweet Caroline. Now the ba, 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 you're at a D chord. You're going to do 3 chords to get the ba, 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 to get the horn section. So you're going to do a D, ba, and then you're going to take this finger off and just bar it. Ba, ba. And then the last one is you're going to put this finger back to a D chord, and you're going to add your ring finger on the D string on the 6th fret. So, ba, 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 ba. Good times never felt so good. And there's a little walk up here. Good. So basically all I'm doing there is I'm hitting 3 strings. I'm taking the E chord off, and I'm hitting the, keeping that index finger on the E chord, and I'm hitting the D, B, or B, G, B, and E strings. And then I'm starting off at the 3rd fret, 4th fret, 6th fret. I've been inclined, ba, 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 to believe they never would. And 3 more chords. La, so, and then it goes to this is actually it's a D sharp minor, but in context of the positions that I'm talking about, it's a D flat minor, but it doesn't matter. It's a bar chord, so play it at the 6th fret. And if you can't get this whole thing, that's okay. Play this section, which is essentially an E minor chord. Think of it like E minor, and just move it up. Right? So you're at the 6th fret, and then down to the 2nd fret. Would so la la, and then back to the A. I look at the 9. All right, I know that's a handful, everybody out there, but go back and go slow, and you'll get it. It's kind of a nice feel. It's an arrangement. I've played this a couple different ways through the years as I've gotten a little better, and yeah, and some of the other ways were just crap. Like you're all over the neck trying to do things. This way, it's you know, it's kind of a contained kind of groove feel. So subscribe to my channel and check it out. I've got lots of originals and all kinds of crazy stuff on there. So we'll see you later. Thanks.